OFM Sport.
Okay, Aiden, you guys have come to Central South Africa a little bit. Kimberley and Bloemfontein, places where the Proteas aren't normally are. How's it the day been so far?
It's been good. It was an early start, obviously out of Joburg, but a very warm reception in Kimberley and very much the same here. So special to come back. We have played 1 or 2 games there, but again, we don't go there too often, and to still see the amount of support in these areas, it's really special for us.
And this is the big thing for a lot of you guys can see today. For a lot of these youngsters, you guys are absolute heroes. You world test champions. As a player, what does it mean to be able to see this kind of support?
Yeah, it's special. I don't think you really notice actually how much or how deep it actually goes. I'm always like thinking it's quite surface level potentially, and we get obviously heaps of support, but you don't realize actually it flows into these valleys. It flows into so many valleys that you wouldn't even know about, and to get exposed to it and see people appreciate that is something really quite a big blessing.
And you guys have got a super busy schedule as usual, and it's going to get busier again now from next month. Namibia, Pakistan on the cards. But how good isn't it to see Quinny back in the mix after more than a year? You guys have come a long way, and you know, Quinny's we're special to have him around. 100%.
He's not many Quinton de Kocks floating around the world, and obviously he's achieved heaps before his initial retirement, and to have him back, and more importantly to have him back with that attitude of him desperately wanting to be back and add value and chase trophies and win trophies, it's a Quinton de Kock that you'd be super happy to have around the camp. So he understands exactly where I think Shook's addressed everything, but just from a player's side point of view, it's really happy to have him back. Yeah.
And then he'll put some pressure on some of the guys. Him back in the side, there's good competition with him now.
Yeah, I think that's what you want. Any sport at international level, you want your absolute best players on the park, and it's another one of our legends, Quinny, coming back. Even though he's still young, he's going to go down as one of the really good cricketers of South Africa.
When is the first time you heard it? When he phoned Shukri, when is the first time you heard of that?
No, it's been in the talks for a while, so it's about ironing out everything, making sure both parties really understand where he's at and where the team's at currently, and just making it work. Yeah.
But when he phoned Shukri, you guys know before that or not?
Oh no, it came through Shukri. We always, as his mates, kind of felt like he might have a second dip at it just because of his love for playing for the Proteas.
That was the first time you guys knew as well, you want to come back?
Yeah.
And the beautiful thing about him coming back is Quinny literally wrote the textbook on being a young cricketer, being pulled into international cricket, so he can part off with Devi, Brevis and Luandra and these youngsters that are starting to really make their mark.
For sure, there's heaps of knowledge in that man. Guys might not think it from the outside, but his cricket brain is really sharp. Naturally, he spends a lot of time behind the stumps, and he's a gem to have as a captain as well to give you that info. So he's got lots of knowledge to impart to the younger guys, and ultimately grow the game in South Africa and help those youngsters grow as quick as they can.
And next month, the world title defence is starting with Pakistan, those first 2 tests. But apart from that, you've got a couple of very important T20s, especially with India and Sri Lanka in mind next season, or next year.
Yeah, for sure. So building up towards that, obviously that's the focus. I think Test cricket will always be your absolute pinnacle for all the players, and you sort of just take on whichever white ball World Cup it is that's next, and T20 is next, and it's important. I mean, we get to play in Indian conditions for I think it's 3 or 5 games, and no better team to test yourself against. So we'll chip away, get closer and closer, and hopefully by the time we get to that World Cup, we've got some momentum.